as we build. He speaks of empowerment. Moving the crowd, energy loud, pin drops to notice, the audience is focused. Hearing and relating to his speech. Him thinking the pinnacle has been reached. You see, it's easy to deceive when you do not know how to teach, but there's a lot of him. Moving in emotionless movement. Where can an art form travel when no one is left to hold the gavel? When the thought of what was limitless narrows and we find ourselves collectively at the end of an unfinished road with no tools to proceed, and proceeds go to the pocket and not the cause. When accomplishment is based on applause. How as a nation of poets are our needs being met? How is our brother being kept when our viewpoint is to the handout that's next? Why did our elders give up in reaching and resorted to teaching? How do we help the younglings when all they see of success in this craft is free yinglings? At one point you have to debate, are we progressing with this word or collectively sealing our fate of free expression that we heard? We be like walking prophets, looking for profit or hot tips on the poetry market. Not entirely lucrative to Def Jam because they haven't figured out where to market. It's somewhere in between Quali and Garvey. It's hardly entertainment. They ain't talking about nothing but revolution and slave ships. Yeah, it's the same shit. Treading water next to a raging fire. Mics be our true sir and sire, and we pray to them regularly. Each artist organized into the chaos of the poetry scene. You can't categorize lives, nor can they be scored. I found my heart in spirituality, but there's got to be more. So many poets run to prize money in swarms, not understanding the original ideas for slam was to inform. We got to rise above this norm. Keep writing and reciting as we weather the storm of commercialism and mediocrity. There's got to be more than what's on the surface of life as a wordsmith, knowing in my heart our purpose is to invoke change as we build. But can y'all hear me over the Frappuccino Machines? Because hip-hop can't hear me over its beats, and poets stop listening. Went from spitting to hustling because poets got to eat but not grow. Huh? Can y'all hear me over the Frappuccino Machines? Because there are these false prophets that profit from puppet shows. Watch poets being cast in leading roles, yet when chapbooks don't sell well, most sell their souls. Pimping poetry for pussy, and pussy's always pimping product because poets got to eat but not grow. Huh? And I'm tired of apologizing for my poetry. As if I'm the tall kid in class and I got to bend down real low so motherfuckers will hear me. Well, hear me. Let me upgrade you from the norm to HD so you can see thee more clearly. More to me the Galileo's spoken word, so go ahead and Hester-prend me. Send me to the gallows, same place hip-hop met its fate after the first 106 in Park freestyle battle. And if hip-hop is dead, the spoken word is addicted to meth. But if Whitney Houston can make a comeback, then we can regroup and produce more depth, less deaf poetry. Seems like TV done made poets deaf. But if hip-hop is dead, then spoken word is addicted to meth. But if Whitney Houston can make a comeback, then we can regroup and produce more depth, less deaf poetry. Seems like TV done made poets deaf. Huh? Because postmortem rewards make poets stage whores. They getting off on what we should be getting paid for. Now they striving to be seen instead of striving to be heard. Aborting solution to age-old worries though. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen, and memories imprison me. I can't pick up the soap to wash off humility, so I write to recognition. But fuck being like Mike, I'm more like grinding glass in Master's kitchen. Hands off, I'm a solder. More like Ralph Ellison's vision. Envision Jehovah Witnessing hymns from dome to chrome, like a slick talking Barack Obama. When they saying Barack's for Osama, I'm like shit. I pick up after Che left off. Broadcast Tokyo Rose, I'm poetry's mantra. Spit with the light of heaven's height. I'm trying to retrack where we relapse with an excess of bearing soul. Copy wrote my aromatic dialect into bleeding manifestos. Got enough slam money to grease neurotic poets' bruised egos. Can y'all hear me over these egos? Can we retract to a place where we didn't have to talk about fucking to make an audience react? I strategically put a curse word in my dialect just to get locals to shake or snap, relapse and fall back. Find the art in my perception. We're making them think too hard, pens you respect, instead of why this deep motherfucker gotta be who's next. Can y'all hear me over the Frappuccino machines? Can y'all hear me over the egos? Cause hip-hop can't hear me over its beats, and poets can't hear me over their beefs, cause poets stop listening. Went from spitting to hustling, always talking about the struggle but don't know shit about struggling, cause poets got to eat but not grow. And I'm starting to feel like the community backs this, cause so many poets are doing preaching but nobody practice.